Alrighty, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Angry Ragtimer here. You're there. Thanks so much for joining us today. Before we get started, if you're new here on YouTube, please do hit the like button. It does help me out with the YouTube algorithm, so that'll help significantly. Today, we're here back on the Suffering Southern. Before we go into first person to get the timer going, I wanted to kind of show off what we've been up to both on and off camera and a few other things here. It's good to have some of the usual people here in the chat, so good to see you, JSJ, Dead Soul over on Twitch, Andre Eckert, Celestial Caboose, a few others as well. So, wanted to kind of show off, we're here at East Whittier. Most of our engines and cars right now are getting worked on because they've been borked in some way, shape, or form. So, a lot of work's been going to kind of upgrade the entire fleet. So all of these engines are here getting maintenance work done since we don't have a proper roundhouse just yet. But we will have that hopefully in the very near future. We've been doing some cleanup work too, getting some cars taken to places, trying to accelerate some stuff. So let's head east first before we kind of show off what's coming. Passenger set's currently off, waiting. I had to get it off the main line. And yes, JSJ, there's a stream this time of day. So we have the switch that goes up the line we kind of showed it off last time. New couple of industries east of Whittier, which includes a coal mine over here, which we've been running some stuff down the mountain from that. We keep going up. There's a logging camp in a much different setup than normal. So logging stuff kind of going on right here. Let's go through the mountain. And then we have this little yard and little town right here where we now have a station and a milk producer up here on the top of the hill. We have some heavy machinery for steelworks and have a few other things here. The track work has been updated. They recently updated this mod over on Nexus Mods, so that's here. But then, if you head the other way, on more or less a switchback, you have an iron mine, which looks like there's a car up here that just finished with mine tailings that's ready to go. But if you go through the tunnel, normally this would have been a stub before, now it actually goes somewhere. At the very top of the hill is your power plant. So basically you're going to be delivering cars up to this power plant. So voila, upgraded, new things added. So that'll be fun. So we have a lot that we could do with this. Now if we head back down the mountain and head towards basically our main route, which is our East Whittier westbound. Then we'll take a look here. We have our main yard right now at East Whittier. This is Bjorn's sawmill map. This is on Nexus. So did some cleanup work here to try to get some cars switched out. Also did a logging run off camera, which we'll have to take the logs back up here in a little bit. Steam Lance, good to have you here. And Hagerburn, hello, good to have you here. So all the logs are currently getting dumped. So we've got that here. As far as Whittier, nothing really different here. Everything is normal. We'll continue to head west. Everything's normal on the route over to Ela. Ela itself, no changes. Kirkland, no changes. Kirkland, if you don't remember, is that giant coal mine that's up on the hill over there. We may need to get the engine from there because the other ones are currently getting worked on. And our cars are over at the Ela bridge site trying to get them unloaded as fast as possible. That way we can actually access that area. Because once we go past that, what is this monstrosity? This is the Tuckasegee steel mill that just got added onto Nexus as well. So I have yet to play this, but we have added it in, and this is going to be a huge new part of our operation here. So we'll see what happens. We may need to move some power along to change how this all works, but yeah, this now exists. So we are actively trying to play the game to get to here so that we can use that. We're going to need to have some smaller or heavy-duty, chunky locomotives to move stuff around. As you can see, Robinson Gap. No, this is Robinson Gap. This is the Steelworks now has a platform here for passengers on the passing siding. Also has an engine facility, so we can have dedicated switchers. So after that point, the route becomes standard, and eventually we reach Bryson. But I'm going to wait to show off Bryson until we're actually there, because there's some cool stuff to do. So long story short, there's a lot of cool stuff that we can take a look at here today, and this stream may very well end up being like a 6-hour monstrosity because I'm off work today, and I kind of just want to play some Railroader and have you guys join along. So tra-la-la-la-la. Up here at the lovely Kirkland is where we're going to start today, because we have our big chunky 060 that's just been getting fixed up. It's ready to go, and because all the other locomotives are getting worked on, it makes the most sense to focus on this. Let me just make sure real quick that this car is getting unloaded. Yes, it is. Okay, we're good. So we're going to leave this car up here for the moment, but we're going to start moving some coal down and then use the chunky 060 for a little bit, because we just really haven't done that. So voila. All right. So with that said, we have a first-person timer that's currently built in to punish the Ragtimer. So we're going to go ahead and get that started here. For those who don't know, if you do Super Chat or join as a channel member or anything like that, basically you force Ragtimer to be in first person, which some people love, some people hate, but seems to be pretty fun. So with that said, we are actually going to go ahead and get this over. We're going to take some coal down. And we do have one little bobber caboose here, but we'll go ahead and get this going. And JSJ, it's because I didn't mess with the settings since we last were here. So that seems to have fixed a lot of the problems. Okay. Let's get rolling here. And headlight is where I want it to be. Let's see. And slowly but surely, I'm hoping that that switch is thrown in front of me. Nope. Now we're good. Alrighty. And Raiders release an 080 tank. I'll have to check that out at some point. And then make sure to read the README file. Yes, I have read the README file. It would be helpful if I was throwing switches for where I needed to go. Come on. Okay. So yeah, so we've got a lot to play with. This should be interesting. And I'm excited to hear your guys' feedback as well. So go ahead, get rolling here, close the cylinder cocks. Yeah, it makes at least 3 steel. That's exactly it. And Ernaho, hello over on Twitch as well. Good to have you here. Now, we may or may not actually grab a caboose just to roll down here, just because, I don't know, all we've got is the bobber up here. And the bobber, as fun as it is, it's just a tiny little bobber. Should I grab the bobber? Let me know if I need to grab the bobber. Okay, turn that off. We're the only one up here. But we do have a lot of coal. Hopefully, I do not burn everything. The steel mill is challenging alone. Yes, that is why I'm starting the stream also a little early, as I'm hoping I can get more people on here to help me with that. So General is at work, Midland's at work, a few others are at work, but we'll see what happens. So how is it not using the UI to drive the train? I've tried it, but man, it sucks. You are correct, JSJ. It does suck. It sucks major doo-doo. But it does make it interesting. So I'll do what I can with that here for everyone. Okay, so we've got one line of hoppers, and then I've got one one car that we just kind of rolled it down here off camera just to get it easier to take to the interchange. Normally you're supposed to put the back of a cut, but we're going to be lazy today because I know that even with this big engine, it's going to be a major pain in the tuchus to get that on the back of a train. So, yeah, all right. So let's get past this first switch, and then we'll pass second switch here. And this is why first-person mode sucks. Come on. And JSJ, we know at some point that will change. At some point. Okay, let's see. We'll go ahead, get that one lined up. Come on, get in the chair. Get in the chair. It's going to be really great when I can do this in third person again. Okay. Let's roll. So how was everyone's Thanksgiving? How was everyone's holiday weekend? I hope for those Americans or Canadians or whoever you are who celebrated, hope it was a lovely time with family and friends. I had my parents and brother and sister-in-law up here for a few days, so that's where I've been. Okay, let's get this hooked up here. I've slowly been also eating through all of the turkey that's been left over. So I've had nothing but leftovers for the past like 4 days. And honestly, I'm starting to get tired of turkey. So it's going to be nice going back to my usual diet here in the fairly near future. Let's go ahead, open this up. Maybe I should go back to using the UI so stuff actually gets done. I mean, I've only got about a half-hour penalty, and frankly, it's going to take me probably most of that half hour to run this train back to Whittier and get it all sorted. So, assuming nothing happens, I should be safe to continue here. But by the time that we're actually working the steel mill and some of the other stuff, we may be singing a different tune. But for right now, we'll make it work, and Ragtimer will suffer for the enjoyment of everyone. And Gameroo, welcome. Glad to have you here. What is the trick to first person? I'd like to know, as I plan to do a first person only save and struggling to find out how to do it right. Also, hello. The answer is it's a major pain in the butt. But long story short, it's just run around a lot. You have to just know roughly how a train works and make it work. So let's go. Come on, whistle. I might just cheese that part of it just to make it easier. And Canadian Thanksgiving is October. Wow. So you're the ones who control the bird industry in freaking October then. And we control in November. There you go. So. But yeah, hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. It does feel strange that the East Broadtop's running our Christmas train scan. Everything went pretty smoothly over the weekend. I'm glad not to be running a train today, though. I guess a real-life train. That has its own stress. Now I'm here with fake train and own stress, but, you know. Ha ha ha. Okay. Let's get a little more speed here. Who gets the bird in the dress tree after that? I don't know. Probably the rest of the world with Christmas. But, we'll see. Okay, now this is going to suck because if I remember correctly, the train's going to probably want to dump since all the air hoses will need to be connected up here. So let's see how the hitch is doing. Okay. You know, I probably should put a brake on. Yoink. I will cheese that to make it easy. And now we're going to haul ass to the back of the train. Please don't dump, please don't dump, please don't dump. As we start charging up the airline. There it goes. Yep, it dumped. Train dumped. Okay, well, we'll let that start the recharge. And Barrett Heil saying Christmas shopping is done for now. I actually not started yet. I'm probably going to be that guy who does that this coming week or next week. But the problem is the people I care about, who I want to get gifts for, have not told me what they want or need. And, unfortunately, I'm at the point of my life now where it's like, okay, we're adults. We don't need to just get frilly random stuff that we find on Amazon that looks cool, unless it's, like, really cool. But, it's all the practical things. And with with some exciting news on the way from some of them, it's like, okay, I don't want to just get you junk that's going to be a clutter. Okay, so while that's recharging, let's just run back here. We're going to go ahead and line up so we can get the caboose. And knowing anything, because of how this game works, we'll probably get another hopper like thrown at us in the middle of all this. So while that's recharging, we'll get going here. Okay. All right, this bobber caboose is back here. Let's throw this switch. Oh, I mean, I guess I can shove backwards and get that bobber and then pull forward. But I just don't know how much of a tail I'm going to need for this train to get the caboose. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. Let's just casually throw the switches like this. And now we don't have a problem. Okay. Meanwhile, our train is slowly recharging, so hopefully we'll be good to go there. Now, for those who also didn't notice, the video kind of phase 1 of the Garden Railroad construction did drop publicly today. Channel members got to see that almost a week early, and I'm going to be filming the next one of that tomorrow, because tomorrow we're actually getting some snow, so we'll have to pause in the construction, but I can at least show you what's been done up to that point, so that'll be exciting. But I'm very excited. My parents and my brother and sister-in-law were able to see that. The construction, like, oh, now we understand what you're talking about. Like, yeah, I've been only talking about this for like 2 years. Now you actually get an idea of what the hell I'm doing with this darn Garden Railroad. And the fire pit got installed, so we were able to use that as a family, so that was nice. Let's see if I can even move an inch while our engines and cars are... Oh, it looks like the only car that's recharging the tank is the one behind us, so... All right, let's try to move the train. I think we'll be able to shove through the brake. Because that only car that is sticking is the gondola. And JSJ saying, speaking of snow, it finally snowed and stuck. Well, that is good. The snow that's going to come here tomorrow is supposed to snow anywhere from 2 to 8 inches. So for where I live, down by the Broad Top, that's substantial, and I'm very glad I am off work tomorrow. So, got some other projects I'll be doing tomorrow, so that's why I'm trying to get a bit of a longer stream in here today. Alrighty. And Andre Eckert's got HO stuff already built a small layout. That's fantastic. That is excelente. I keep looking at if I ever want to get another live stream, which I do, but I keep telling myself, no, not yet. Keep waiting. Your time will come. Because I have other expenses to get to before getting another locomotive. GP7 SD40-2 and the rest are German locomotives. That is an interesting matchup. Are they all diesels or is it steam and diesel? And Barrett Heil, luckily, was supposed to barely get an inch of snow. So most we're getting is 50-mile-an-hour winds. We had some of those winds recently. That was not fun. But, you know, it's kind of the season for crappy weather. So, we'll see. Okay, so let's see if we can... Steam, diesel, and electric. Fantastic. All right, let's see if I could do this. Let's put a little set down on our cars. I don't think I'm going to hit anything. Come on, you. Okay, one of our locomotives is now done at the fix-em-up place. All right, come on. Don't stop me now. And Zulu Foxtrot Bear, hello. Good to have you here. Come on, you. The gradient's not the problem, it's just the weight. Because I've almost got 2,500 tons. Get a bobber caboose, they said. It'll be fun, they said. That should be enough. And I'm going to go ahead and just use the independent to hold the train. And JSJY. JSJY. Oh boy. Do you... JSJY. Well, thanks to JSJ, I get to add, let's see, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that's it. Well, JSJ, you've done it. You've officially saved Christmas. And it's not even Christmas yet. Well, JSJ, I mean, you... I'm not going to say what I'm going to say. Yeah. It's, yeah, if we want to try to... Since I've started counting this, it's like 2 hours and 7 minutes consistently of first person is what this is ending up being. Okay. God, this... Damn it. Damn it, JSJ! You couldn't have, like, for 1 minute been like, yeah, just let this one run out and he can then run first person, or run third person for a while. That is terrifying. Okay, well, while our engine's running away from us without anyone in the cab, let's just get this caboose set up. Now that is a good question. JSJ, question for all in chat. When do you put up your Christmas tree? We put it up halfway through November. Mine is not up yet. I don't know if I'll put up a Christmas tree this year. I've got like a small artificial one, but frankly, I've got not a lot of people coming over during the holidays, so I'm only putting it up for me. So it's like, you know. Okay. Yeah, Nicholas Manso's right. You're the best, JSJ. Everyone loves you, JSJ. Thanks for what you do, JSJ. And Stephen Rotondi, it's been a while since you've been able to catch a live stream. Well, glad to have you here. And Eric Brinker, hello. Celebrate 19-month of membership, saying, wow, I'm a few months shy of 2 years. Time is fake, right, Angry? Yes, that is exactly correct. Time is fake. And Ernaho does not have a Christmas tree because they're at their parents' place. I have barely any visuals to the back of this train. Oh, crap, I'm basically here. Well, okay. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Damn you, first person. Dump the train. Well, that could have gone better. Let's go ahead and have the train recharge while I'm sitting here. Because I dumped the train like an idiot. And, yeah, the Yule... I honestly might just put like a Yule log on the Christmas tree. You know, or on the TV. That could be fun. Yeah, plug the train. Dang you, JSJ. Okay. This is going to be a major pain. Okay. God. Okay. Back to our engine. Okay, well, Independence off. Give her a little bit of throttle here. And Jonathan Coleman, good to have you here. Oh, wrong way. Silly reverser. Silly reverser. Oh boy, now we're shoving the weight. This could be a little bit. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Come on, you. Okay, I need to stop adding the throttle. Please, no. No, close the throttle. Thank you. And I'm probably about to shove into that caboose at 5 miles an hour. And yep, there it is. Smash it to smithereens because it's just a little bobber. Just a itty bitty bobber. Okay. Yeah, God, that's a lot of momentum. Okay, Love Shack. We love the Love Shack. Okay, that might stop the train. Oh, I hope it does. Back to the engine. Back to the engine. God. This is why first-person mode sucks. Okay, up here. Come on. Come on, you. Oh, crap, I plugged it again. Well, it'll definitely stop the train. And let's go to there. And let's start rolling then. And that'd be cool, Jonathan Coleman. That'd be cool. All right, let me make sure I've reset these switches. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll have that kind of crossover. Okay, cool. Then we'll deal with that when we come back in. And yeah, we'll just have to throw the switch in front of us once we're past it. Where's the word "you're good" mean? Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, and stop. Don't worry, Captain. We'll buff out those scratches. Exactly. Okay. So the general game plan is once we're past that switch, we'll throw that back so we don't end up in a stub. It's going to take us a minute to get there. Then we'll just kind of go down the line. Nothing's on an Ela yet. Whittier's just kind of chilling. We'll probably have to run a logging run at some point because the log cars are slowly emptying. Stuff of the sawmill's slowly going. Nothing's ready to come down the hill yet. Really up there at Kamari. And we have nothing up at Connolly. So probably logging next, and then we'll figure it out as we go. And hopefully we'll be able to expand past the river. The other thing we'll need to do is we will need to run a passenger train up to Kamari because there's a station up there now. So Midland, since he's not here, will have to run a passenger train, or more likely I will have to run the passenger train. There technically is also another passenger station on the other side at Gov Island now, but yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're past that. Come on, you. Okay, bring you back a hair. And where's that switch? There we go. All right, we're good now. And sure enough, another hopper rolled down while we were doing our thing, but 'tis what it is. Alrighty. We got plenty of coal, plenty of water to get us down the hill here. Open her up a little bit more. We won't need her much once we hit the hill here, but, you know, it will be what it will be. Also, if I sound like I'm quiet every once in a while, like, I have this pain in my shoulder. Like, I don't know whether I slept on it wrong or whether I did something to it in the past, like, day, but it started hurting this morning. And it's just annoying. I took an Advil to take care of it, but it's not been fun. Not been fun at all. Okay. So we should be on the hill now, which means I can back off on the throttle. And we should start coasting more or less. We could just use the brake to get down the hill. Now, is everyone excited for the holiday season coming up? Are you dreading it? Are you looking forward to it? I'm looking forward to being done with Christmas trains. We had our first weekend of them this past weekend, and they're a lot of fun. I really enjoy seeing all the people, the families, the small kids who are over the moon about meeting Santa and everything else. But at the same time, it's like, oh boy, it's a lot. And Ginger Dark, hello guys, welcome. And John Lee Coleman saying, Ingrid, the HO scale 2025 Christmas boxcars art. And guess what cartoon is on the boxcar? Garfield? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to HO stuff. So. Or maybe Peanuts, because Peanuts is like the 25th or 75th anniversary. All right. Now we're rolling. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. slowly bring ourselves back under control here. Bail that off. And Boxcar the Husky, hello. Welcome to have you. Glad to have you here. And just starting off Christmas train season at Kentucky Railroad Museum. Got to watch school closing to see if we have all that tomorrow. It is going to be exciting to see what happens snow-wise tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the snow. I am very much of the opinion of if I don't have to go anywhere, let it snow as much as it wants. And because I'm not going anywhere tomorrow, it's going to snow as much as it wants to do. And Eric Brecker says, I don't work in retail or tourism. I just manage computers for a school district. I don't miss working for an ISP with having to help certain generations with how to use tech that was gifted to them. That sounds like a time there, Eric. It really does. Although I do have to talk to occasionally cranky foamers who are upset that we're not running a certain day for them, or, what do you mean your event sold out in 24 hours? Yes, the event sold out in 24 hours. Well, you didn't advertise it. We did, and it sold out in 24 hours. So we'll see how fast we get down this hill here. Hopefully, nothing's derailed yet, so we'll see how, because we have a lot of weight behind us. The little bitty caboose at the end. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but I love it. Okay. And JSJ asking another question for the chat. Would you want Angry to do a big community stream over Christmas break? Okay. And JSJ, you do know you can also hang out in the voice call with me here. You know how to find me if you want to hang around until you go to work. Just saying. Now, what time is it in game? 17:58, so that's almost 6 o'clock. Okay. And Colin's saying, good day, Angry, how is tourist season? Tourist season's not over because we're in Christmas train land. Hope it isn't annoying you. Welcome back. Well, Midland is currently at his day job and will probably be on when he gets back from it. So we'll see. But things have been good. Well, if Angry is home after the Christmas trains, that's the other thing, because I don't know whether I will be home or I'll be visiting my folks or if I'm anywhere else. So, you know me, I'm usually not in one place for a long time. I like to travel and do stuff, so we'll see. We shall see. Oh, God. Let me back in. Let me back in. Please, 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 please. Thank you. Thank you. And we're good. We are good. Alright, so now we begin the slog up the hill. But, you know, that's going to be interesting here because we're heading uphill with a very heavy train. And I haven't quite given it all the beans, but we're about to because we're going to need it, I think. So, But, okay, there we go. But, if angry for the EBT railroad to get in first place, you can do QR code to get more people to help vote. Oh, hey, it's JSJ. JSJ.
That sounded like hatch doors.
Fine, you convinced me. I'll come say hello.
Yes, you can do that. You're allowed to. We have the technology.
We do have the technology.
Yes. So.
You know, I really should check the Discord more often. What the hell?
Look, just because you haven't checked the Discord often doesn't mean that you're... I don't know where to go with that statement, but... Yes. Discord's been discording. I've been trying to keep an eye on stuff a bit more.
At least we have Garion to... I know Garion and Arctic are really good at actually moderating a Discord server, so...
Yes.
Thank God for that.
Oh, god damn it, I fell out of the damn engine again. And Greg Winnie, member for a month, saying, I bought a pair of shoes from a drug dealer and I don't know where he laced them but I've been tripping all day. Boo.
That's a good one.
Boo.
That's a good one. I like that one.
That sounds like pain and suffering. Just like what Ragtimer has. Pain and suffering. Every job has its ups and downs, especially if you work in trains and planes. Boo! It's turned into Ragtimer's joke corner.
Great. Now I have another movie that I gotta rewatch.
What movie's that? Oh yeah, Plane, Trains, and Auto... Or...
Yep. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Although I think technically that's more of a Thanksgiving movie than a Christmas movie. Don't remember.
Yeah. But, yeah. So JSJ, I must ask, how does it feel to have a new mattress now?
I get it on the 4th.
Oh.
Yeah.
How will it feel to have a new mattress on the 4th?
I hope really fucking good, because I have been having so much trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, and waking up not sore for a very long time.
See, I have a problem where my mattress that I have is like 10 or 15 years old at this point. I've rotated it a couple of times now, and it helps a bit. So now the giant indent where my body had been is now on the other side, but I can't flip mine over, which sucks. But when my parents were up for the Thanksgiving holiday, they were like, you're absolutely terrible with your pillows. So like, what do you mean? It's like, your pillows, like, they don't do anything for you. I'm like, yeah, because they're old, which is why I asked you for new pillows for Christmas. So they were like almost on the verge of like, no, we're like driving back up tomorrow with new ones or ordering you new ones to your house tomorrow because it's bad.
Oh boy.
So I hope that new one helps you out quite a bit, because
I really hope so, because it sucks.
Yeah.
And then today, earlier, I went and ordered myself a set of winter tires for my car. It came with all seasons, but all seasons suck. So I'm getting a dedicated set of studded winter tires. And tires are not cheap either.
Yeah. Well, is it true that like Canadians have like a set of like summer and winter tires, and like basically you just switch them out depending on what the season is?
Yep. Because at least where I am, there's snow on the ground for like 5 months out of the year. And it's not like a little bit of snow. It's like a lot of snow. And the roads are always icy. So unless you really know how to drive, you really want studded winter tires.
That makes sense.
Because the studs will actually like rip into the ice and go. And then once summertime comes around, you just put the summer tires back on. It's a little bit more expensive, and you have to find a place to store a whole set of tires. But if you have the space, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I've heard that from a few people, that that's what you do. Because apparently, a buddy of mine who lived out in Colorado basically had the same thing where, like, he actually opened up he literally just got like a Connex trailer, like, for dirt cheap, and was like, I'll just store people's winter tires in here, and made like a killing doing that. So
yeah, it's a valid business strategy.
Yeah. All right, so we're re-entering Whittier proper, which means I should probably route my train so it doesn't crash. And I think that's a good line. We'll find out here. Yeah, I think my tires are all season tires, Barrett Heil. So
yeah, like I could get away. I know how to drive well enough that I could get away with all season tires, but it's the other people on the road that I'm concerned about. And if I have to stop, the studded tires will let me stop a hell of a lot quicker than all seasons will. So much better for stop and go ability.
yeah. All right. So the frames are a dropping, but these cars are a bopping. So we'll get into to East Whittier here. But see what okay, am I lined? Am I lined? Yes, we're good. We're good. To quote General, we're good. So pull into the yard here, drop this off. That should give us a plenty amount of money, but the good news is the railroad is not in debt currently. So
you use headphones, or do you just use speakers?
I use headphones.
Okay, because I can hear the bell through your mic.
I think that's a result of the new setup, because I was watching like a Facebook reel a few days ago, and on a chat with somebody, and they're like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "What do you mean? You can't hear that?" They're like, "No, we can hear everything clear as day." I think the way it's routing all my audio is now doing weird stuff, but glad you can hear my bell. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Okay. It'd be nice if I could stop my train. It'd be nice if I could stop my train. It'd be nice if I could stop my train. Yeah, I'm about to plug it. Okay, how far did I overshoot? That's the question. Actually, pretty much where I needed to stop, so... Well, that's exciting. Okay, let's get a handbrake on. Let's see. We'll get 2 more handbrakes on just for giggles. And even though it's going to be dark in-game soon, I guess what we'll probably have to do next is we're going to have to grab the passenger train and take it up the hill to Where the hell's the caboose? Oh.
Behind you?
It's good. Yes. We're good. It's just kind of deep in that yard. Cool. That is okay in my books, so... Alright, so we'll grab the passenger set. We'll go up, because we basically have to do one round trip to and from, whatchamacallit land. So... Let's see. Should have us breaking away from that cut. We'll come back and get that caboose out, but at least we'll have that going for us, which is nice. And Colin, I will not. I will always do that. Anyways, Jonathan Coleman got an HO scale Hudson Delaware and Hudson Jordan spreader, Santa Claus milk reefer, HO scale Dakota from your one geared steam locomotive, and EBT open car. Very cool. Very, very cool. And KFC Gaming saying, "Hey, Angry, love the video. Love the Thames theme music on it. Puts me back in past." Yes, I guess people are discovering my video of me playing the Thomas the Tank Kitchen theme song that I uploaded as a YouTube short. So, for those who don't know, one of the shorts I put up kind of recently was from the Ragtime Festival this past year at the EBT, where I was on the platform of the railroad playing the Thomas theme, and actually did okay. So both playing wise, and I guess you guys seem to like it, so glad you're enjoying it. So who knew that Thomas the Tank Engine would be what everyone knows me for? Not really, though. I don't want to be known as a Thomas the Tank Engine person. There are plenty of other great people out there who own that motif.
If you had to be known as one specific, or for one specific thing, what would you prefer it to be?
Probably the Ragtime guy. Because I do have some...
Not the YouTube train guy?
Yeah, because more people know me, I think, for my music than the YouTube train thing. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and back onto the cut here. And I'm going to use the UI for this because it's just going to be a lot easier to work with for coupling up. It's firmly coupled to it. Come on, I have no depth perception. There we go.
You can do it.
Yes. Okay, get that handbrake off. Okay. Okay. And we can't go to the steelworks yet, so... And thank you, KFC Gaming. Appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to head up the hill with our little 4-car train. Honestly, we need more passenger cars at this point. But we have other priorities which are higher on our priority list, so... That'll be a future thing, is to get more passenger stuff. Besides, we're more of a freight railroad. The only person really doing most of the passenger work is Midland. Because JSJ, as you know, Midland runs the passenger train.
Yes, that is his job. He does it very well.
And he doesn't do anything else sometimes.
Nope.
That is very much a Midland thing.
He is very much a passenger bitch.
Yes, Midland the passenger bitch. And Delia Parksarian, good afternoon. Welcome. Glad to have you here.
I thought Midland saying that he was the passenger bitch was a soundboard one of the servers.
It might have been.
It's not.
Okay. Watching at work, yes. Everyone should just have Angry Ragtimer playing in the background at work. That is the best way to get work done, is to hear my sultry voice whispering in your ear. Things like, the steam train goes woo-woo. The steam train goes woo-woo. Or other things, I don't know. I don't know what people listen to at work. I usually have like one headphone in at work, so I either have that for phone calls or music, you know, obviously not when the guests are around, but like if it's a off day, I might just have a little bit of music playing in the background to help me kind of have a motivational jam for the afternoon or the morning, you know.
I always listen to music, and if you're streaming, I watch your stream. Listen to your stream.
Yeah.
I never actually watch it because I can't be on my phone at work, but I've got it playing in the background. And if you say something and I have a comment, I'll comment it. Although I tend to get really far behind sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I'll be like 4 minutes behind and I'll say something, and by the time you actually read it, it makes zero sense because there is no context for it.
Yeah.
If you've ever noticed me say something like that, it's because I'm 4 minutes out.
Woo!
And it was applicable at the time.
And people,
you know what,
I should not have said what I did. The steam goes ooh-woo or choo-choo. Oh boy. A railroader stream at this time of day, at this time of year, localized entirely on my monitor.
You know, the funny thing is, when I first saw the stream, that was the first thing that I thought of. And I just didn't say it.
But someone did.
Someone did, and they did it a lot better than I would have.
Yes. Angry, can tomorrow be a train race day? Well, that would need me to have someone else to play the train race with, and I'm not sure who would be around. The second thing is I was going to spend most of tomorrow getting some real-world stuff done. I mean, maybe, but,
races like that kind of need a little bit of time to plan for.
Yeah.
You gotta have, like, someone else actually available to join you when you want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm home all day, and then like 5 minutes before I have to go to work, you decide to show up. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong track. I'm on the wrong track. I'm on the wrong track. Stop the train. Stop the train.
Plug it.
I forgot that I had auto-engineered some of this stuff before. And apparently the auto-engineer does not know how to reset switches.
It should. If it has to throw a switch, it will throw it back. But if it doesn't have to throw a switch, I don't think it'll throw it.
Yeah, it didn't throw back the other switches because it had to come up to this yard to do stuff.
Mm.
I blame this on Jonathan Coleman. Normally, I would blame JSJ, but you know, JSJ's been nice to me recently.
I'm actually here this time, so you really can't.
I really can't. Yeah. Okay. Well, where's that damn switch? There's the damn switch.
You know who you haven't blamed in a very long time?
Who?
Darkstorm.
Well, Darkstorm's been like hiding.
Well, yeah, that's exactly why. You gotta blame him for not being here. If he was here, none of this would have happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I can't blame it on... Oh, Flanagan did do something funny to me on both Friday and Saturday.
Oh boy, what did Flanachan do?
Flanagan was engineer on the 16 for Friday and Saturday's Christmas trains. And because of who I am over at the EBT, I usually am the one who's flagging the crossing at the Orbizonia station on Meadow Street, which is necessary. It's safety. It's all that fun stuff. So I'm usually the one throwing signals to let the train crew know if it's safe to pass or you know, if they have to stop or anything like that. Usually works out a-okay. So with that said, Flanagan decides that every time he comes past me at Meadow Street, he'll turn the cylinder cocks on just so I get showered in steam. So, like, I'll be on the ground, I'll look at him in the cab, he'll look at me, I'll throw him the signal like, you're good. He'll blow the whistle, come up next to me, give me, like, look me dead in the eye, and just quickly throw the cylinder cocks on for, like, 2 seconds, and then just keep, like, turn them off and keep moving. Like, you son of a jerk, you son of a bitch.
Oh boy. That Flanachan.
Yep.
Sucks, both times I've gone down there, I haven't been able to meet the fucker.
Well, he's usually around somewhere causing all sorts of problems. So.
Well, Midland never pointed him out to me, and I don't know who I'm looking for, and I'm not gonna go up to a random stranger and ask, hey, are you Flanagan? Still. But anyway, it is time for JSJ to go make some money. So I will catch y'all later.
Goodbye, JSJ. We'll remember you fondly.
Bye.
Bye. And remember, you too can be like JSJ by having employment. So, all right, we're almost to the top of the hill here. We're almost out, finally done with this first-person crap. So that'll be nice to actually run in third and have you guys actually see a little bit more than just what's happening in this silly engine cab. Thankfully, the passenger train's pretty light, so I can haul up here without much of a problem, so that's good. So, and a huge thank you to all of you who are tuning in for an earlier stream than normal. If you're on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind, if you're watching and haven't already hit the like button, go ahead and hit that for me, please. It does help me out with the YouTube algorithm and helps to let more people kind of discover what I'm up to. And doesn't cost you a dime, so thank you. But meanwhile, here we are climbing the hill. Alright, let's keep heading up this little hill here. And I appreciate it, Jonathan Coleman. Thank you. Alright, now I believe we have a tunnel coming up. Which means we're almost to our destination, which is the top of the hill, which is our passenger station up here. So that'll be exciting to finally do a pasture run up to this. Also, the grade's lessening, so we'll go ahead and cut that back just a hair. And I think I'm going to also just cut back on the regulator because I forget how sharp of a curve it is coming out of this. I also don't remember where my switches are lined, and I'd rather not blow through them. Oh, I feel like I'm going way too fast for this hill. So hopefully we don't die coming into this yard. So we shall see. Okay, now I don't know where the station stop is here. So hopefully we can slow down. So maybe not that much. Maybe just a hair. Slow down just a hair. What stage are the ELA bridge cars at? They're at stage 3. So they should be ready to go very soon. Okay. Let's just pull forward just a bit more. And what are donations going towards today? Well, currently they're on first person mode, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to end first person for a little bit here in the next few minutes. All right, so hopefully I'll get the pastures loaded up here because I have no idea where this pasture station level is at. And looks like... Oh, gosh darn it, yes, well, in a more realistic sense, John Lee Coleman, yes, they are... Any donations are actually going towards paying down Ragtimer's credit card debt and helping with the overall build of the whatchamacallit, the Garden Railroad. So it's going for that. Okay, I think I don't know where the sign is. Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah, I can't take you to Tuckasegee yet, so we're going to go ahead, pull forward just a hair, and that'll allow me to use this switch. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead. We're going to have the engine run around. We'll go ahead and pull back, and the good news is we will be able to do a lot more in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, thank God. Okay. So, with that... Woohoo! Finally, out of first person. So we can actually focus on running our trains like a sane human being and not just completely in first person. So, goodbye, Mr. Timer. We knew you. Alrighty. And Steamlands, I will check that out after the stream, for sure. Alright. So... we'll get that rolling here. Okay. Alrighty. Get our passenger train hooked back up, and then we'll keep rolling here. Oh, and yeah, these trains have baggage service. That was one of the mods, I think, was baggage service. So, boom. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. There's been so many timers. I'm good for a break of timers for a little bit. Okay. And Steam Lasers now a 16mm scale representing 2 foot or 45 for 9. Yeah. I've heard about that stuff. That's both awesome and terrifying. But I've already heard of like what AccuCraft's cooking up next for F scale, and I'm like, oh boy, that'll just drain my wallet. All right, let's roll this puppy downhill, and now we can actually get the move on, as the young kids say. But look at all these cool stuff. And Nevada County Railroad fan, I never fear I'm here also. I missed the first person, so here's some time for you. Well, thank you. I literally just ended the first person, so I guess we're back in it. God damn it. Okay. Okay, well, because of you, there it is. We're back. And it's back. Oh, I'm running low on water. Okay, so we'll have to take on water when we get down the hill at Ela, or Whittier. Whittier. That's the place we're going to. So we'll go ahead and get that rolling. Thankfully, the apex of the hill is like halfway through this tunnel, so... Do we need more coal? No, we should be fine on coal. I just need water. And there it is. We're the hex. They're the crux of the hill. Okay. So hopefully we don't yeah. You know, I don't know what's more stress-inducing sometimes. The fact that there's always the chat who's like, I'm going to do something funny. Or the shenanigans I get up to in the real world, not on the YouTubes or the Twitches or the whatevers. So... Okay. Okay. Just kind of slowly head down here. In Apex, it was always nice hearing updates in life. Yes. It is. Well, life this week could be interesting. We've got snow coming tomorrow. Wednesday will be an interesting day at work. Thursday, I might have a date after work. And then Friday through Sunday is more Christmas trains. So. And then in 2 weeks, I'll be in St. Louis for the day. So that'll be interesting. I think this is rated for 25 heading down here. So. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't want to reveal all my cards and what's going on in life because I like some anonymity. But then again, most people aren't seeking me out at the broad top, which is good. And thank you for Tristan for subscribing on YouTube. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date on some of the stuff, both on train games and Garden Railroad and all that, do consider subscribing. And again, huge thank you to those of you who already like the stream on YouTube because it does help me out with the algorithm significantly. And the YouTube algorithm likes to screw me over. So, thank you. Okay. You know, I could take on water here, but I've got a train of people I want to get down the hill first, so hopefully they're not getting flounced around too badly in those cars. But that's the risk. Anyone else? Here's a question for everyone while we're rolling downhill. Not much going on. How do y'all feel about, like, I know some people have done like movie marathons in the sense of like every day during spooky season in October they watch like one horror film or a Halloween related film. I'm thinking I almost might do the same with December of like every day I'm going to watch a different Christmas film. It could be as simple as like those claymation like Rudolph or animated like Frosty things or The Grinch or Muppet Christmas Carol or, dare I say it, even some of those Hallmark movies that everybody goes crazy over. Because there is one featuring a train about the Essex steam train riverboat that features, of all people, Christopher Lloyd as the conductor. It's kind of an interesting movie. But how do you guys feel about that? Is that something that would interest you, or how do you feel about it as like an idea on paper? Because I think it's kind of cool, and I might do that later on tonight. And me, Metal Mike, it's good. Glad to have you here. Okay. So hopefully we're picking up a little more speed than I would like. And in-game we have probably like an hour left of good visibility before it becomes the next one. Please don't derail the train. And that's cool, me, Mental Mike. Cool. Yes, you should. Where I heard the bells is a very good one about hope. Interesting. Delia Parksarian says, I watch a few World War II movies on Veterans and Memorial Day. That's a good thing to do. Okay. Christmas movies is with Christmas music have a special place in hell. Great time of year with awful marketing. Well, maybe in your mind, Grunge fam, I'd like it for the nice feels with it. Muppet Christmas Carol especially is a great movie. Okay. Oh, nice. Alrighty, so we're almost down to East Whittier. Let's take water at the water plug by the station, I think. Actually, we can go a little faster now. Now, this is where I also hope that... Oh, wait, no, we could use the main line. We could bypass the yard entirely. I forgot that we have that. This changes everything. I keep forgetting that we have this mod for a reason, because then we can avoid stuff like this. So, here we go. Yep, there we are, a little East Whittier yard. Look at all that coal. Look at all these chickens. Oh, hey, guess what time it is? It's time for getting out of first person. And we can go ahead and hide that little thing. Thank goodness. Oh, I've had the headlight going the wrong way this entire time. Is there an interchange anywhere in the new area, or is it still East Whittier until you reach Bryson? It is still East Whittier. I do not have any Bryson interchanges on or installed at right now. So everything is coming through East Whittier. Which, honestly, even though the frames kind of suck coming through here, because it definitely does bog down, and I really wish they would optimize Railroader, so we didn't have that problem. You know, it does what we needed to do. Okay. We should have enough coal to get over there. We've been running with a lot of stuff with this little chunky 060, so... And then how are our cars? Okay, so it looks like we do have logging stuff we'll need to send back up the hill. But, a couple more hoppers... That's still going. I can't really do anything until those damn cars go. As they say in the old country, the S cars, they need to go. Or otherwise they're moving at a snail's pace. Of course, the moment we get out of Whittier, the frames come back. Goodness me. Got a favorite locomotive mod from Luna Locomotive Works. I don't know. They're all good in their own way. I do this engine here, the 060, is one of them. I do like it quite a bit. Big boiler choo-choo. Okay, let's see here. Come on. Come on, you. And that'll do, I think. It kind of missed, but that's what our invisible thing there's for. So we'll go ahead and refill on water. Okay. Let's get this refilled here. 160 passengers. Okay, well, Kamari, they're going to have to wait a little bit to come back to that. We're going to go take the people to Ela. Takasiji won't get anything at the moment. And yes, I know the cars are slated one way and my engine's another way, but is what it is. Is what it is. Okay. Okay, let's roll. Come on, you. All I need to do is get the station. All I need to do. Okay. Do I block the crossing? Do I not block the crossing? I'll be nice and not block the crossing. Okay. Let's go ahead and see how quickly we can load and unload people here. Yes, Kenosha is playing. You are not wrong. All right, let's get all the Whittier people off and more of our Ela people on. And then when we get to Ela, we'll run around, come back. So that'll be good. And these cars are not anywhere close yet, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, let's see. Has all of our traffic unloaded from the train? No, they're still going. So we are literally just waiting to unload all of our people from, what's it called? There it is. Do they need to finish before midnight or just before the interchange for you to activate the industries? The industries are technically activated. I've already turned on their cars, so I'm just hoping that they're done. You know, so... Needs more. Oh wait, this is slow pack tender. Yes, do not diss the slope back tender, WNCRR. Mr. C. Sam, if that is your real name. Yes, average tourist railroad go burr, basically. Oh, I forgot to flip the lid. The lid. The little lid. And Ricker Mortis saying boo. And just be happy to see, Sam, that I'm not in first person for this, so I actually can show the lovely viewers the scenery, the chooch, the beautiful mod, the modded steam locomotive. Yes. Yes. I mean, yes, this is basically Tourist Railroad Simulator at this exact moment. It is a large, chunky tourist railroad. It's basically like, isn't this similar to what the Baldwin 26 is up at Steamtown? Isn't this basically what this is? So, imagine John Bull with chunky boiler. Lol. Pretty much. Are there mods available, and is there a list of what I'm using? I honestly need to put that together, because honestly, when I got back into streaming, I just kind of went through Nexus and re-downloaded a bunch of stuff. So I could probably reverse engineer to see what I got, but it would take me a little bit to get that. I know I do have the Takesiji Steel Mill mod installed that we're hoping to get to here in the very near future. I mean, Rick or Mortis, it's close enough, as far as I'm aware. The only engine I know is like a recreation is like Mount Rainier Scenic 5, but the rest I just kind of assume. Because again, I am a narrow gauge, not a standard gauge bro. And yeah, Cap, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. C-Sam can vet that, like, when he downloaded my mod pack, it's like 7 or 8 gigs. It's not small. Okay. Try to get this more or less set up between these next two coaches. Come on, pull. Pull, you son of a... Okay. And that'll do it. Go ahead, put a 20-pound set on. And there we go. Yes, dear God. Whenever I do my mods, there's a lot of them. And most of them work. So Angry doesn't know about Polson Lumber number 2. I don't know about many things. Yeah. Okay, so we'll let these unload. And meanwhile, we'll go ahead and get all of those, because again, we can't get the Tuckasegee yet. There's no bridge. Speaking of, while our engines is sitting here and waiting for people to get on and off, let's go check out those cars real quick. Okay, 19 tons left, 19 tons. Well, they were at like 20 some when I started, so, and then these have gone down. So we're getting somewhere. It might be slower than we'd like, but it's the final set. So basically, by the time we have the industry turnover, you know, we'll be fine. So we just have to wait for that to go here. Hopefully, yeah, so we're literally just unloading all the ELA people now. Yes. Okay. So we'll just have to give it a few moments. And then we'll be able to get rolling again. Now, am I lazy and not run around? But, or do I just... Are you playing on Jay's map? No, this is the base map, just a bunch of upgrades and stuff to it. Whittier, okay, there's ELA people on that car. And maybe we're good to go now? Yeah, let's just go ahead. We'll run around like a good train. What is the perfect narrow gauge steam locomotive in my opinion? Obviously a K36. The top, the creme of the crop. There's a reason why there's 8 or 9 of them still running. Okay. Okay, let's just go ahead and run around. We'll take care of that. K28s are a good option, me and Metal Mike. K28s are always a good option. What's the time in game now? 7. Okay, so it means we have enough time basically to get back up the mountain, park everything at Whittier, and then interchange turnover. What about the EBT mics? They're good, but I still am partial to the Colorado ones. Okay. Go ahead. We'll just kind of slowly go around. Oh, I didn't realize he was blocking the crossing. Well, that's unfortunate for everyone on that train, but they'll just have to sit. Hopefully a truck doesn't come barreling past them. Okay. Oh, wait. Why is that light on? Is that light always on? I bet there's an option to turn that light off, which may also help with frames. Okay, well... Is that just a giant end platform light? Can I turn that off? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm guessing no. Okay. Cool. Okay, well, we'll quickly stop here to get those 6 people for Kamari, just so that way we can claim that we've officially done what we need to do for this run, which is to satisfy the requirement of passenger service. Okay. Go ahead and get them on real quick. Alrighty. Come on, go to Kamari. Get on the train. Thank you. And roll. Oh yeah, the Fastidiog and some of the Welsh narrow gauge stuff is really cool. And Warwolf 54 saying, still running Pullman Opens, or have you already moved on to Osgood Bradleys? These are like the whatchamacallit? The Boonton? What are they? These are Lackawanna cars. Yeah, these are the Boonton Combines and Boonton Coaches, basically CNJ and Lackawanna stuff. So, a little bit different. We haven't upgraded to the steel lightweights or anything like that. This car may be the exception, but let's go ahead and kick this back a bit. Yes, more modded cars. Everything is modded. Everything is modded. Everything is cool when you're modding a game. Angry, do you have any more stories to tell for anyone who's new here? I mean, I always have stories. It just depends on what people want to hear. You know, if people have anything specifically, because I've had a lot of cool experiences. Yeah, lightweight at almost 45 tons a piece, exactly. Okay. We'll see how quickly I can make this run here, because the lighting is definitely getting darker in game, so we'll see how quickly we go from there. Yeah, everything is great with mods until the maintenance way updates comes and destroys everything. Yeah, I am depending on how much it breaks, I may or may not update that game until people have figured out mods with it. Because I like my mods, and I don't want them to go away if I can avoid it. But we'll see. We shall see. Coolest restaurant experience, Organ Stop Pizza in Mesa, Arizona. You go in and there's like an old theater organ in there. You get some good pizza, and the theater organist plays old music for you. Definitely a really cool place. I've also been to a whole bunch of really cool like speakeasies and other stuff like that. So. And Matt Anakin, the maintenance way update is going to be on experimental branch first, so it might not completely break them for too long. Yeah, I'm hoping that they stays in the experimental branch for a while. So again, the modders can figure stuff out, and then they'll put out a patch for like, okay, just use this instead. So hopefully that'll be good. Hopefully. Okay. And here we are coming back into Whittier. We've got one more stop up the hill. And then we'll come back down to reset for the day. And I probably should stop at the station doing something. Okay. Yes, hopefully is the operative word. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring the modding support first and then the other stuff, but who knows. Okay, we'll go ahead, slam the brakes on. See how quickly everyone can switch over. Yeah, no, I can understand that, Warwolf. And JSJ's back. I guess JSJ's watching at work then. Good job, JSJ. Okay, so I think we've loaded everyone. It's now unloading that we're currently dealing with, so that's happening. Yeah, that's why having this engine honestly is okay for the push-pull right now. That's going to Kamari, that's going to Kamari. We still have some Whittier passengers on that. So, come on, get off the damn train. Wait until I tell Midland that he might not be able to use Reading and Northern 425 on the lineup to Kamari, because it's apparently long enough of a haul that he might not like it. Or it might be long enough, but he won't like the curves of the hit grades. All right, let's roll. Okay. All right. God, I love how my game was like... Okay. Hopefully we can get around the yard here with not too much going on. Okay. Come on, engine. You can go a little faster. I believe in you. We've got one more stop before we go. Okay. Now I'm probably going to derail going around this curve, so let's start slowing down. Get the reverser notched back, because I think all of this hill is like 25 mile an hour range. So I'm not going to slow for this curve, though. I want to see what happens. Oh, this was a bad idea going this fast around this curve. Stay on the rails. Stay on the rails. Please stay on the rails. Oh, no, we're on the ground. God damn it. Well. Oh, yeah, there's an engine service up here. Well, we're going to put you back at East Whittier after this. Okay. Yes, that is a fender bender. The passenger cars are fine. So we don't have to worry about the passenger fleet. Just our stupid 060. Because we're like, oh, ho, 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 we can do this. Yeah, a little dirt nap. Well, now the engine's weathered, it has character, right? I did boink it. But at least we're making it up the hill half decently. Let's go ahead and we'll shut the throttle a little bit. We don't need to be going much faster than what we're doing right now. Okay. And let's just go straight through because we don't need water right now. What's the grade? Let's see. I think this is a yard. Oh. I did a button push that I don't know what I did. Right here it's flat, but yes, this is on Nexus Mods. This is the Kamari branch line. Like 2.5%, 2.6% is the grade. So decent grade. It's nothing for this chalky boy, but you know, now that we're damaged, it might run a little worse for wear. Honestly, I think this chunky engine will probably move to the steel mill once we unlock it. So that'll be exciting. Come on, you. So not too much further. I may honestly AI the train back down the hill just to let us speed up and kind of do our thing, but we'll see here. But yeah, every mod I'm using on here I got off of Nexus, so there may be one or two private mods, but the rest of them are all publicly accessible and able to be used. Let's go ahead and kick this up a little bit here. Okay. We're also getting close to that time where usually I start hearing from General or Midland if they're off work or what they might want to do. So we may have them join at some point. We might not. I may also, once we reset for the day, might actually take a break for a little bit to let me get some dinner, make some dinner, and then kind of go off from there. Okay, well, while we're in the hill here. Pretty much at the top of the hill now, so we can coast most of the rest of the way. Okay. Do I have a cab light in here? Yes, I do. Thank you, cab lights. So we'll go ahead. I guess I could turn off the cab light now, because now we're back outdoors, but okay. I am way too early for that break. Okay. Okay, come on. Nice and gently there. Did I cross that switch? It's good enough. Okay. So while that is unloading / reloading, I'm going to go ahead, get this train moved. Or engine moved, I should say. Okay, more people are getting off. Where the hell did the engine go? Oh, it was just like running off to Kingdom Come. Cool. Okay. Let's see here. All right, is everyone off the train? It is now, yes. Excellent. There we go. Making some money. So we've got about $4,000 in money. We don't have any debt. Everything's more or less reset. Our stats aren't great. Our stats are not great. But yeah, we'll deal with that. So here's what I think we'll do. I think we're going to take a break on the stream for an hour or two. We'll come back later tonight, and hopefully then we will be able to really start servicing a lot more of these new industries. So keep an eye out for the new link if you're new here. Do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It does help me out greatly with the YouTube algorithm if you like the stream, and share it with your friends. Thank you to those who did subscribe. Thank you to those who super chatted. The penalties will be back in full force with first person and other stuff later this evening. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get this engine back down to the bottom of the hill and get it figured out for getting fixed up, because unfortunately it did not like me with that. So I think that's what we'll do. All right, y'all. We'll see you later. Have a good one.